Ohai. Abu Dhabi, the capital of the United Arab Emirates and the Emirate of Abu Dhabi. The political, industrial, shopping and cultural center of the country, his contribution to GDP of the year exceeds 56%. 2008. Population of the city of card inhabitants. 2020. Earlier the city was called Abu Dhabi. In Abu Dhabi there are local and federal government agencies and also the residence of the government of the United Arab Emirates and the Supreme Oil Council. The president of the UAE, who is a family member, Labominahayan, lives in the city. Fast development and an urbanization of Abu Dhabi in combination with huge stocks and oil and gas production and also rather high average level of income of his population turned the city into the large and developed megalopolis. Today the city is the center of political and industrial activity of the country and also large cultural and shopping center because of his situation and quality of the capital. About 2/3 of economy of the year with a total cost about $400 billion are the share of Abu Dhabi. The name Abu Dhabi is translated from Arab as the gazelle father. Abu, father, Zab, gazelle. It is considered that this name appeared from behind abundance of gazelles in this area and the national fairy tale with Shakbat ibn Diabal Abominahayan's participation. According to a legend, Arab hunters from an oasis Leva pursued a gazelle. The gazelle long wound on the desert, and then brought hunters on the coast of the Persian Gulf, plunged into the water and forded on the island. Hunters followed her, and the gazelle led them to a source with fresh water. In gratitude, hunters didn't kill a gazelle, and called the settlement founded near a source the Gazelle Father, that in Arab sounds as Abu Dhabi. In the neighborhood of Abu Dhabi there are archaeological confirmations of existence on this place of historical civilizations, such as culture of Amaz and Nar, which is dated in the 3rd millennium BB. Other settlements were also found outside the modern city of Abu Dhabi, including in east and the western districts of the Emirate. Abu Dhabi is founded about 1760. In the 18th century of Abu Dhabi consisted of a fort and fishing huts which were located on the seashore at a fortification. Fishery and extraction of pearls were major activities of inhabitants up to the middle of the 20th century. In the 19th century, as a result of the contract signed between Great Britain and sheikhs of the Arab states of the Persian Gulf, Britain found influence in this region. The main objective of the British interest consisted in protecting a trade way to India from pirates, from here an earlier name of this area, the Piracy Coast. After piracy was suppressed, joined other reasons, such as strategic need of the British to exclude other powers from the region again. After withdrawal from India in 1947, the British kept the influence in Abu Dhabi as by this time the oil capacity of the Persian Gulf increased. In 1793 the settlement became the residence of sheikhs. Governors. Abu Dhabi. 1958, when near Abu Dhabi the first large-scale oil fields were found, became the most important milestone in the history of development of the city. The city becomes the organizing center of oil production of the country. Within the early 60s Abu Dhabi was the small fishing settlement, then 30 years later it turned into the megalopolis with wide avenues and masses of skyscrapers. Especially intensive growth of the city began in 1968 when the 5-year development plan was adopted. In 1971, Abu Dhabi became the temporary capital of the United Arab Emirates. In 1996, the city received the status of the constant capital of all. The city is on the island in the southeast part of the Persian Gulf and a quarter of kilometer of the continent. The island is connected with the continent through automobile bridges. As of the end 2010. The climate is tropical desert. Abu Dhabi is one of the hottest cities of the world. Osaka drops out very little, about 50 May a year, and temperature can reach 50 C in the summer. During the winter periods, weather more cool. The warmest month, August, average temperature is plus 35.2 C. Compared with climate of Dubai, of rainfall drops out even less, summer temperatures are even higher, and winter is slightly lower. Transport. Main type of transport is the taxi. There is a bus network, a part of stops is conditioned. From the central bus station, buses go as to the cities subordinated to Abu Dhabi, Labama Ain, Medina Zaid, and to other Emirates. Massachusetts' expansion of public transport within the Master Plan of Land Transport of 2030 is expected. It is expected that 130 km, 81 miles, of the subway and 340 km, 210 miles, of tramways and slasher bus routes of a fast route, BERT, will appear in the city-wide streets with a modern paving and a three-lane movement in each party, usually from the north on the south roads, English roads, from the west on the street east, English streets, extend. In the middle of streets there is a dividing strip which is usually set with palm trees. Economy. The economic situation of Abu Dhabi is defined by the fact that the city is the administrative, financial and transport center of the large oil and gas extraction region, with the developed services sector and considerable public sector in economy. In the suburbs Abu Dhabi Amen works a large petrochemical complex. Export of oil is partially carried out through the port of Abu Dhabi Zaid. In other suburb, Al Masafaj, there are cement, pipe rolling and shipbuilding plants. Also plastic, furniture, medical tools are produced. In the city, a number of financial institutions. International Stock Exchange, Commodity Exchange, Exchange of Financial Futures, Clearing Chamber, large banks, including National Bank of Abu Dhabi. Architecture and sites. The main business life of the city, government agencies and offices of the large companies, is concentrated in the northern part of Abu Dhabi in several quarters adjoining the most beautiful embankment of the city, Corniche 7 km long. This part of the city is built quite densely up with modern high-rise buildings and skyscrapers for what Abu Dhabi was nicknamed Manhattan of the Middle East. The rest of the city are country houses and townhouses for wealthy citizens. In the city, over 20 planted trees and shrubs, territories and parks for which irrigation desalination installations are used. The modern look received the city still in the 80s, the 20th century, much earlier Dubai, which began to catch up and overtake Abu Dhabi in improvement and construction much later. Now the authorities of Abu Dhabi have not less ambitious plans than Dubai, among them construction of the subway and building of the whole island Saadiyat located in a northeast part of the city. Sites. One of the main attractions, the Mosque of the Sheikh Zayed, one of the world's largest and the largest in the UAE. In 2017, the Louvre Abu Dhabi Art Museum opened. On Cornish Embankment there is a reconstructed shipyard where the Arab wooden boats, preschool educational institution, are made. Here it is possible to see also a Fort Al Jussan, one of the few architectural constructions of old Abu Dhabi which reached us. Nowadays here the center of documentation and research is where the archive of the Emirate is stored, among other sites. Ferrari World, the first theme park Ferrari, the world's largest amusement park located indoors. La Bomba Bahar, pair towers, skyscrapers with a unique mobile facade. Capital Gate, the falling tower. Older Age, a circular skyscraper. In the downtown there is also a number of modern mosques and fountains. Bella, Pearls, the Flying Swans, and in the City of Times in 2 years the International Exhibition of Arms of IDEX is held. At an oil exhibition tourists can get acquainted with video and audio materials on the history of the region. Near the city there is a cultural and ethnographic village of El Musafa where traditional tenor of life of the country is presented. On Output and Festive Day tourists can see submissions of the Arab national songs and dances here. Attract city visitors and products of traditional crafts, weaving, spinning and embroidery. Sport. Since 2009 on Yatsmeren route, which is on artificially washed island and designed by the German architect Hermann Tilke, there pass Formula 1 stages, the Grand Prix of Abu Dhabi. In 2009 it was the last stage of a season, and German Sebastian Vettel became the winner of the Grand Prix of Abu Dhabi, first in the history. From December 9 to December 19, 2009 at stadiums of Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Zayed and Mohammed bin Zayed, past matches of a Club World Championship on Soccer of 2009. In the final Spanish Barcelona in extra time changed Argentina Estudiantes with the score 2-1. In Abu Dhabi the sports club La Bomba Jazeera. Soccer, handball, volleyball, swimming, bowling. Football club Al Vakta are based. Al Vakta 4 times was a champion of the UAE. 1999, 2001, 2005, 2010. The football club, La Bomba Jazeera, in a season 2008/09 took the second place in national championship, having won 17 victories in 22 matches, and only on 1 point having lagged behind Dubai La Bomba Ali. Education. In the city there are several large educational institutions, including the highest technological college, the University of a name of the Sheikh Zayed. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.